Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. Overnight, the Democratic ticket holds their first rally. Tim Walz introduced to America. 90 days to go, and the stage is set. Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. This morning, a closer look at the Army National Guardsman, former high school teacher, football coach, father of two, six-term congressman. The two-term governor says he's ready.
I gotta tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy.
Eager to go head-to-head with his opponent. This morning, the response from the Trump-Vance ticket, with J.D. Vance on his own tour of the battleground states, as we break down Walz's stances on the big issues: guns, abortion, paid family leave, policing, and more.
Slow-moving and dangerous tropical storm. Georgia and the Carolinas hit hard overnight. This morning, more flooding fears and reported tornadoes, plus the other system targeting the Northeast, causing travel chaos. Ginger is leading our team, tracking it all.
Charged. The suspect accused of plotting to assassinate American politicians of both parties, including former President Trump.
Intense new details from the crew aboard the Boeing plane when a door plug blew out minutes after takeoff. The pilot's headsets flying off. The investigation this morning.
Can anyone keep up with Team USA? Gabby is golden. A stunning gold for Cole. Sydney over another hurdle. KD with a U.S. Olympic record. The breathtaking underwater performance, plus Janai one-on-one with the GOAT.
Well, I think it's okay to not be okay.
Simone's sage advice, and the trio giving Destiny's Child a run for their money. Trinity, Mallory, and Sophia Smith with that goal when we needed it most. The young squad now going for it all.
This is Good Morning America.
Good morning, America. Team USA is going strong in Paris. You know, by the end of the show, I want each of you to tell me what sport you would have medaled in if you had practiced when you were younger for the Olympics. I'm just curious what you think you were capable of.
Breakdancing for George, for sure. And also ahead, we are tracking the dangerous storms up and down the East Coast. There have been 6,000 flight cancellations and more than 26,000 delays since Sunday. Ginger is tracking Tropical Storm Debby and more just ahead.
First, the race for the White House. Kamala Harris, now officially a Democratic candidate for president. She introduced her running mate to the nation last night. And Minnesota Governor Tim Walz fired up the Philadelphia crowd with new takes on the Trump-Vance ticket. Rachel Scott was on the scene. She starts us off from Philly. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, George, good morning to you. And it was a packed house. With just 90 days to go until the November election, the Democratic ticket is now officially set. Vice President Kamala Harris rolling out her new running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, casting their campaign as a fight for the future.
Overnight, Vice President Kamala Harris taking the stage with her new running mate,
Governor Tim Walz of the great state of Minnesota.
Introducing Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to the nation as a father, congressman, sergeant major, teacher, and former football coach.
In 91 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by another name, Vice President of the United States.
Harris calling themselves the underdogs in the race, insisting Walz is ready to serve on day one and take on Donald Trump, comparing her running mate to his.
Some might say it's like a matchup between the varsity team and the JV squad.
Walz taking aim squarely at Trump.
Donald Trump sees the world a little differently than us. First of all, he doesn't know the first thing about service. He doesn't have time for it because he's too busy serving himself.
The Minnesota governor going after the former president, who was found guilty in the hush money trial of falsifying business records.
Make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump. That's not even counting the crimes he committed.
And then going after his new rival.
Like all regular people I grew up with in the heartland, JD studied at Yale. had his career funded by Silicon Valley billionaires, and then wrote a bestseller trashing that community. Come on. That's not what middle America is. And I got to tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy.
Walz also using his family's personal history with IVF to make the case for reproductive rights.
In Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and their personal choices that they make. Even if we wouldn't make the same choice for ourselves, there's a golden rule. Mind your own damn business.
His star rising in Democratic circles in recent days after he coined a new line of attack against Republicans, calling them weird.
These guys are creepy and, yes, just weird as hell.
The crowd chanting, "We're not going back."
We're going back. We are not going back.
The decision was down to the wire. Harris making the call just hours ahead of the rally.
Let's do this together. Would you be my running mate?
Crowds cheering as Walz left his St. Paul home, flying to Philadelphia to join Harris. The pick seeming to unite the party. Even popular Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, one of the contenders, praising the man who beat him for the spot.
Tim Walz is an outstanding governor. Tim Walz is a teacher. Tim Walz is a guardsman. Tim Walz is a great patriot.
The Trump campaign calling Walz a liberal extremist.
The biggest problem with the Tim Walz pick, it's not Tim Walz himself, it's what it says about Kamala Harris. That when given an opportunity, she will bend the knee to the most radical elements of her party.
And Trump's VP pick, Senator J.D. Vance, on his own tour of the battleground states, saying he reached out to his new rival.
I actually called Tim Walz. I left a voicemail. I didn't get him. But I just said, look, congratulations. Look forward to a robust conversation and enjoy the ride.
So as for the Democratic ticket, Harris and Walz are continuing their blitz through the battleground states, next heading to Michigan and Wisconsin. The Harris campaign says they've raised more than $20 million since Walz was announced as her running mate, Michael.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. We know you'll be there covering for us. Thank you. We're going to turn now to the life-threatening flooding from Tropical Storm Debby. The slow-moving storm slamming Georgia and South Carolina with heavy rain, and more is on the way. Ginger's live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where a rare high-risk warning for flash flooding has been issued. Good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning to you, Michael. You know, the storm, the center, is about 120 miles to my south, but Debby has gone back over the ocean. It's going to spend the day getting its life together, reinvigorating. With all that fuel, it'll make a second landfall here in South Carolina late tonight. This morning, the center of Debby is slowly spinning off the coast of South Carolina. Barely moving, this incessant churn will drop another 6 to 10 inches of rain in parts of North Carolina and South Carolina. Overnight in Charleston, they were under a curfew.
The purpose of this curfew is to keep people off the roads and prioritize the safety of our residents and our first responders.
Just outside Charleston, more than 17 inches of rain. Watch as this tornado in nearby Monk's Corner throws cars into the air, businesses shredded in its path. Debby is blamed for at least 6 deaths, including 2 children. In Live Oak, Florida, roads washed out, collapsing below this pickup. As a hurricane, Debby caused widespread damage along Florida's Gulf Coast. The state's largest insurer already requesting another 13% increase in insurance rates. Debby also knocked out power to hundreds of thousands of customers. Debby's looking a little anemic if you look at the radar and you say, wait, so that's going to cause more flooding? But watch what happens as it approaches again. Tonight into early tomorrow morning, the flood watches now extend all the way up to Richmond, Virginia. And there's a reason. It'll fill back in, and it'll actually rain more away from the coast, with some of those coastal bands still producing significant rain. So I don't want to leave anybody at the coast out. But remember, even if you're in Charlotte, you'll be getting rain from this. And then by Friday, it's in Virginia, and then finally gets picked up in this trough. The Northeast is going to get it, but it's farther west, Michael. So it looks like New York City, we do get a band from it. But the center of the circulation moves out by the start of the weekend.
All right, Ginger, thank you so much. And the other dangerous storm is targeting the Northeast. Morgan Norwood is live in the Bronx with a glimpse of the damage there. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning to you, Michael. And as Debbie approaches, we are looking at a 1-2 punch of widespread damage and flash flooding. Here's what I mean. Overnight, this massive tree came crashing down on these cars, just barely swiping and missing these homes on the other side of the street. Thankfully, no one was injured. But boy, did we see a round of severe weather overnight across New Jersey. Heavy rain triggering flash flooding, cars stranded, knee-deep floodwaters over in Inglewood. Several water rescues there. New York's Henry Hudson Parkway swamped. Rescue crews working to unclog storm drains. And then New York City officials, for the first time, using a drone to blast out emergency alerts. But the big concern this morning is that the ground will be so saturated by the time that Debbie's remnants do roll through that any big gust of wind can easily take down massive trees like what you see right behind me. But we're certainly on the lookout for that, along with another round of severe flooding, as Ginger pointed out. Lindsay?
That uprooted tree says it all. All right, Morgan, thank you. And that extreme weather is causing major flight disruptions across the country. Let's go to Trevor Ault at Newark Airport, tracking all the chaos. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Lindsay. So it's hard to overstate just how disruptive these past several days have been. A staggering number of delays and cancellations. Just since Sunday, we've had more than 6,000 flights canceled, more than 27,000 flights delayed, and this is continuing even in today. We're seeing already more than 400 flights canceled, a number that will likely keep rising with these storms lingering, especially in the Northeast. And New York City yesterday was hit harder from a flight disruption perspective than anywhere in the entire country. Even today here at Newark, there's already been dozens of cancellations. Now, there is hope as these storms continue to move through that we might start to slowly return to normal, but we know when the disruptions are this large, it can take quite some time to get caught up, especially when you've had passengers who have been stranded over the past several days. George?
Yeah, it just cascades through the system. Okay, Trevor, thanks very much. We're going to go overseas now. Hamas has named a new political leader, the mastermind behind the October 7th attacks, following the assassination of his predecessor in an Israeli operation in Iran. Foreign correspondent Tom Sufi-Burge is in Tel Aviv. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, George. Yeah, Yahya Sinwar is Israel's most wanted terrorist, the mastermind of the October 7 terror attack. This morning, he is the new political leader of Hamas, replacing Ismail Haniyeh, who was assassinated in Tehran last week. Sources say Sinwar has been hiding in Gaza throughout the war, so far evading the IDF. And even before now, he has been playing a key role in those negotiations to try and free more hostages held in Gaza, including those 8 Americans. Secretary of State Blinken suggesting Sinwar's appointment won't massively impact the talks, saying Sinwar was already the primary decider when it comes to concluding a ceasefire. However, most of the comment from Israeli officials is about killing Sinwar, not negotiating with him. And an Israeli official suggesting to me that it would be much easier for Israel to end the war when the new Hamas leader is dead. Lindsay?
All right, Tom, thank you. Now to an alleged plot to assassinate American political figures. The Justice Department has revealed that it arrested a Pakistani man said to have ties to Iran and charged him with trying to hire hitmen to carry out the killings. Sources tell ABC News that Donald Trump was a potential target. The arrest took place a day before the attempt on Donald Trump's life. Aaron Katersky is here with more. Good morning, Aaron.
And good morning to you, Lindsay. Authorities say this alleged plot had no connection to the attempt on Donald Trump's life in Butler, Pennsylvania, but it sure underscores how the former president and other top U.S. officials are the targets of ongoing threats from Iran.
This morning, a Pakistani national is under arrest, charged with plotting to assassinate American politicians of both parties, including, sources told ABC News, former President Trump. Federal prosecutors in Brooklyn said a Seif merchant spent 2 weeks in Iran before he flew to the U.S., where he hired hitmen to carry out the killings.
The defendant met with several individuals in New York who he thought were hitmen, but who were in fact undercover law enforcement officers.
In June, Merchant obtained $5,000 in cash that prosecutors said he intended to use as an advance payment to the hitmen. And they said he wanted men who could do the killing, approximately 25 people who could perform a protest as a distraction, and a woman to do reconnaissance. Merchant allegedly spoke about the murder for hire in code. Prosecutors said they found this list of words he invented to communicate and saw him gaming out the assassination plot on a napkin. Law enforcement sources told ABC News no target had been decided by the time Merchant was arrested as he prepared to fly out of the country July 12th, one day before a gunman took a shot at Trump during a rally in Pennsylvania.
The Secret Service had made last-minute security adjustments to Trump's July 13th rally to account for the threat from Iran, which has sought for years to avenge the death of a top general killed in an American strike. Iran, though, denied any involvement with the Pakistani man now in U.S. custody. But, Michael, the Attorney General made clear he expects these kinds of threats to continue.
And I'm sure they'll stay on top of that, Aaron. Thank you so much. We're going to turn now to the Olympics. What a day for Team USA. Janai Norman joins us live from Paris, covering all the exciting moments from the track to the soccer field, where the women earned their spot in the gold medal match. And Janai, you went one-on-one with the GOAT.
The GOAT, Michael Strahan. I certainly did. Good morning to you. One day, I can't focus on my live shot because I'm watching her on the beam. The next day, I'm standing there talking to Simone Biles about how she takes care of herself while competing, as she is amongst the American athletes, getting us excited and making us so proud here in Paris. The Summer Games delivering non-stop nail-biters. On the track, a jaw-dropping upset in the men's 1,500-meter final. Team USA's Cole Hawker kicking into overdrive, pulling ahead to first place and setting an Olympic record. Teammate Yared Nuguse joining him on the podium with bronze, making history. It's been more than a century since two Americans medaled in this event.
I felt the moment, I felt the magnitude of it, and it was incredible.
And for the women, sprinter Gabby Thomas dominating during the 200-meter final, breezing to gold and inspiring the next generation.
I want young girls to look at us as strong female athletes and feel like they can do it too. I want them to feel like they're encouraged to go into professional sports. I want them to feel encouraged to pursue their dreams.
On the field, women's soccer victorious against Germany. The Americans now heading into the championships with their sights set on a 6th Olympic gold medal. And it was raining threes for Team USA basketball. LeBron and his crew of all-stars securing a rematch against Serbia in the semifinal. Women's volleyball also on track to defend their 2020 gold medal, fending off Poland. They'll now face their fiercest competitor yet, longtime rival Brazil. The resilience of these elite athletes on full display. And we caught up with the GOAT, an 11-time medalist, Simone Biles, who's become the face of mental health.
How did you prepare getting ready for games again?
Obviously, staying on my weekly therapy sessions, and even whenever I was here, I was scheduling appointments with my therapist that could work, whether it was early in the morning for me or early in the morning for her. So just staying on top of that meant the world to me, but also it helped me with my performances.
How do you feel that you being outspoken about it has helped not just other gymnasts, but other athletes and other people?
Yeah. Well, I think it's okay to not be okay, and I think I showed a very vulnerable side that most people don't see, because most of the time whenever I'm out there, they're seeing me win gold medals and all of this stuff that's not relatable. So whenever I really break it down and I am very authentic to them, then they can feel like they can relate, and it's on a personal level, and then they believe that they can get the help that they deserve.
Making time for therapy at the Olympics. Team USA is now the gold medal leader at 24, still holds a dominant overall medal tally at 86. Amita Lohr, now the youngest wrestling gold medalist in U.S. history, and Amari Jones from Orlando, Florida, took bronze in boxing. Michael, if trash talk were an Olympic sport, I'm not saying I'd get gold, but I'd probably do okay.
All right, thank you for giving us your sport, Janai. I think you do well. You just did a gold medal report there. I'll give you a gold for that.
10.
Thank you, Janai.